Hi, this is Justin with a look at my leopard poster in the background. Look at it. We printed it out on his website and we pieced the papers together. It's actually in pieces. It's not one big poster. We printed it out on a color printer and taped it together. And then over here is my Texas wall map. It's laminated. But this is a mental health fraud update for Montgomery County, United States. Diet Coke, caffeinated source, right out of the soda machine. And I'm armed with my new La Bibbia, Old and New Testament, Italian Bible. It's no English, all Italian. And I got a couple new books that I mentioned on my other video. And I got this CIA coin, collector's coin, Great Seal of the United States, Washington, D.C. I dropped it though, and I cracked the plastic casing of it. But the coin is still in mint condition. The case isn't cracked that bad, but I want to get another one anyway, just because I cracked the case on it. I was moving around some books. So anyway, I started reading a new book that I mentioned in one of my other videos. And I've read The Art of War. Because what's going on is the moral equivalent of a war. It's a notorious gaslight in Montgomery County. In my meeting, I met with the substitute lady. I'm not going to mention anybody's name because I don't want to be sued. But we met about discharge and going to a CRR group home, and I mentioned that the lady that left says she had referrals or applications for me to sign to be dispersed to group homes for availability and stuff like that. And then she mentioned that, has anybody talked to you about any other places? And I already knew that she was referring to an LTSR because I already knew I have a good intuition. It's right on point. And I said to her that this is a gaslight by the county to keep me in structured environments. And I told her straight on the video. I called out the whole thing. And that's exactly what it is. I repeat, I'll say it again. It's a gaslight by the county to keep him in structured environments. Or they would be honest and say that I'm independent enough to go to a CRR and have the basic freedoms of going out during the day, walking to the store and coming back, and stuff like that. Normal freedoms that you have in a normal group home. But they want to send me, the recommendation through whoever was to send me to an LTSR, and I already intuitively knew that that was going to be that. So I stated my position, and I told her I had been living on my own from the time I was 18 to 30 before I ended up back at my dad's house. And she subtly tried to gaslight me by saying that you have a violent history with your father, and she already knows the story. This is a ongoing gaslight. And I said, it was self-defense. He was chasing me around the house with a baseball bat, and he was smashing all my property, including my pets, my scorpion enclosures, my boa constrictor that got thrown outside, my Sonora leopard boa, and smashed my air purifier, smashed my laptop, cornered me in a bathroom with a baseball bat, was randomly coming after me with a baseball bat, and I kicked him and I got locked. So I quickly summarized that, and I told her that in response to her saying I was violent with my father. Like I said, self-defense, lady. I did a simple kick and I was detained, and I spent close to 4 years in institutions because of this situation. And as she said that I had delusions that I needed to work on, and to get further into the gaslight, I'm actually an optimist and a rationalist. Even my religious views are realistic. I take into account the dinosaur era, the pyramids that were a mystery, the story of Jesus. I'm not even a delusional religious fanatic. Do you know what I mean? I even look at that rationally. Do you know what I mean? So it was just a gaslight in the video, and I called her on it, and I told her this is a gaslight by the county to keep me in structured environments that monitor your medication and restrictive places where you can't like walk out on your own and just leave and come back like you can in a regular group home. And if I do end up, and she says she would take that, and I told her I'm independent. I have a perfect attendance taking my medication, so I can't say anything like that. I'm perfect compliance with medication. I told her I have not had any behavioral problems. I told her I was attacked a few times, 3 or 4 times in Norristown State Hospital, and I did not fight back. I did not engage in combat. So that shows right there I'm not a violent person. Somebody spit in my face one day when I was on the phone. They walked by and they spit in my face, and anybody else would have been throwing fists. And I went into the bathroom, washed my face off, and brushed it off. Because I do not want to get a 302 order put on me for engaging in fights and stuff like that. And she talked to me about if someone was critical to me, how would I handle that? And I said psychosocial programming, psychosocial engineering. I said I have good de-escalation skills and I get along with everybody that I meet. And so they had nothing to go on. This lady had nothing to go on. I get along with everybody. I participate in the groups, and I'm doing everything that I need to do. I'm very independent. I make all my phone calls myself with Social Security. Their case manager doesn't do that for me. I got all of that processed myself. I got myself my Medicaid insurance card myself without their help. I've shown my independence. I'm smart enough to be in charge of my own house, wife, and kids, and they want to keep me in these environments that, just places. I guess if I could go to an LTSR, that's another year or 2 program that's similar to this, maybe has a little bit more freedom. I don't know the specifics of an LTSR, but I think you can go on home visits with a family member for a day and come back and stuff like that if that's approved. I don't know if you can go out into the community on your own like you can in a regular group home, but that's what I mean. They're trying to keep me in structured environments that monitor and manage your medication and stuff like that. And like I said, she was bringing up things, she said things, working on delusions and stuff like that. It was all a gaslight. I'm actually a very rational person. So this lady was like, you could tell by the way she said, I heard you were violent, like if you had a violent issue with your father, and the way she perked up when she said it, like you could tell this lady was just trying to subtly piss me off. Do you know what I mean? Anybody can have a conversation with me and see that I'm stable. The psychiatrist or the nurse practitioner told me I'm very stable. And I read books. I'm on my 28th chapter book in the last 2 years. So I'm reading, I'm watching videos on Gaia. They just sent me an email that has a series of videos that's free until the 1st of the month. I'm making a video right now.
Now to start over, you can't say that.
No, I'm not canceling a video. The guy sent me a series of videos that were free until I think for 4 more days. I only have like 2 or 3 videos left. And I recommend that website to everybody. I was talking to one of the employees here, and I was talking about the Gaia website. It's spelled GAIA.com. And you have to subscribe to an annual subscription if you're not already. Because I said to one employee, I said, if you don't watch Gaia, you're not that smart. You're really not. I mean, Gaia is a channel for awakening and expanding your awareness, your insights, your knowledge about the universe in general, about everything. If you join Gaia, they have videos on every topic that's important and necessary to learn about. And I have to have an actual credit card that's contracted with a bank or something to get my subscription, because I tried paying the annual fee with my prepaid card, a gift card, and it let me join for my 15-day trial. But then when it went to charge the card, it was declined and I lost my membership to the website. But they sent out an email, and it had a series of videos I just was talking about. The same thing. A series of videos that's free until a certain date. So I got to get back on Gaia through my email and watch the free videos that they sent me. But like I said, he's continuing to read, educate himself, and they're continuing their gaslight. There's no reason why I can't go to a CRR. You know, you can tell them I'm going to go walk to Wawa. I'll be back in 20 or 30 minutes. Check-in times and stuff like that. You can go out into the community. You can get a job and stuff like that. I told them that I agreed to go to outpatient. I agreed to stay on my medication. A CRR group home would be perfect for me. It would give me the perfect kind of freedoms that I'm looking for after going through all of this bullshit. You know, and they want to send me, they're recommending an LTSR, a structure, probably like, who knows how long those programs are, probably another 1 to 2 year LTSR program. That's another restrictive place that you're kind of confined to, unless you're like going out for the day and visiting with your family or something like that. They monitor your medication, stuff like that. So the whole thing was a gaslight in a meeting. And I think they know that it's supposed to piss me off, and I don't know what kind of reaction they want out of me, but I just called the lady on it, and I said this is a gaslight by the county to keep him in structured environments, and that's exactly what it is. So I called it out just like it was. And that's all this video really was updated for. That's what this update is about. This is Montgomery County mental health fraud, competency fraud. When I was over in that other place, I answered all that lady's competency questions perfectly fine every single time she met with me. And they declare you not competent, non-restorable, and they send you to RTF places like this, which is a long-term program, 1 to 2 years. Then instead of sending me to a CRR, which I deserve to go to a CRR, they want to set me down to an LTSR, which is similar to this, and just waste more of my time. Watch another year or 2 of my life go by before they finally send me to a CRR, which I was not told that at the other place. They told me when I came here, if I did good, I would go to independent living. And I should have said that to the lady that I met with today. I'm going to bring it up at the next county meeting. I'm going to tell them that when I was over at the other place, they told me that if I did good here, I would go to independent living. Like, what are you guys, why are you guys really trying to send me to an LTSR for? Do you know what I mean? To repeat myself, like, I've been living on my own from the time I was 18 to 30, and before I ended up back at my father's house, and he was, you know, on drugs with his girlfriend, irrational, like a fucking roller coaster, smashing on my property, chasing me around the house with a baseball bat. I told the nurse practitioner that if I would have had my camcorder out and been recording him, I could have had him committed. Do you know what I mean? So I got to wrap up my video. My time's running out, my 15 minutes. But that's what this is, my leopard poster back there. That's what this video is about. It's just a notorious gaslight in Montgomery County. And I've been detained for close to 4 years for a simple kick. That was really self-defense. My father deserved it for all the property that he smashed. And instead of getting him some help, they arrested me, and I've been detained to close for 4 years. That's all I have time for. Thank you for listening.